Welcome to Folding Towels, a podcast for massage therapists with Jackie and David. If you are enjoying our episodes and want to support the production, consider buying us a coffee. Your contributions help us bring you more insightful discussions and expert interviews. Follow the link in the show notes or visit buymeacoffee.com/Folding Towels podcast to contribute, and thank you for your support. Hello and welcome back to another amazing episode of the Folding Towels podcast with the amazing Jackie and David.
Hi, David.
How you doing, Jackie?
I'm good. You know what? We are amazing.
I think so.
We are.
You got to talk yourself up because no one else will.
Exactly.
What's been your news for this week, Jackie?
Oh, well, ask me what I've been reading, David. Go on, ask me.
What have you been reading, Jackie?
I have spent the last couple of weeks actually listening to an audiobook. And for those of you that have listened to a few episodes of our podcast before, the cat just jumped on my laptop.
That sounds like a really good read.
For those of you that have heard a few episodes where we've talked about music, you will know how much that I love music. And I listened to an audiobook about Van Halen, who is a band from the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And so the book itself is called Van Halen Rising. And I cannot remember who wrote it, so I apologize to the author of that. But it was amazing. It was so good. I loved it. And it talked completely about how they started in the industry and their rise from being a huge, very, very popular garage band in Pasadena in California, basically gigging almost every night of the week in various locations in the mid-70s. Until their first tour. So they got signed in 78, I think it was, and or maybe 77, and their first tour was in 78. And they actually opened for Black Sabbath in their first tour, David.
Wow. Well, if you don't know who Van Halen is, they had the theme song for the 1984 Olympic Games. The song Jump.
I did not know that.
Oh, no, Jump might have been for Calgary, 1988 Calgary Winter Olympics. We'll get back to you on that one. But anyway, and Van Halen, I think most of our listeners will know, because did you know that 41% of our listeners are aged 45 to 59?
Yes. I love it. That's my demographic.
Another 33% are aged 35 to 44. So
that's your demographic.
I'm 45, Jackie.
Are you? Oh my God! I thought you were still 44.
Right, I've got 6 weeks left.
Oh.
I've been 45 for a while, as far as I'm aware, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh dear. Oh my God. Who knows? You know what? Birthdays don't count anymore. It's fine. It's fine. And I'm also on this subject of things that I've been doing. I had a cold last weekend and I still sound terrible. So please, this is just how I sound now.
Yeah, your last 3 months have been pretty rubbish.
I think my body's trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I probably do sound pretty awful. So I apologize for that. I'm trying to breathe really, really hard.
But I was really excited about Van Halen and Jump because the 2024 Paris Olympics are on at the moment. And I just love that it was a theme song for one of the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
From memory, it was actually in Eddie the Eagle, which was 88 Calgary.
Yes. Oh my God. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah. Great Winter Olympic story.
Yeah.
Well, there's been some real cool Olympic documentaries on Netflix just recently as well. One about the sprinters and one about, is it Biles? Styles.
Simone Biles.
Simone Biles, that's right.
The gymnast.
the gymnast, American gymnast.
I know. Oh my God. Yeah. She is insanely talented.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, massage therapist with your love of anatomy, go and watch those things on Netflix, particularly if you have an interest in sport. But human bodies can do amazing things.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. Have you been up to anything exciting, David? Reading any books?
Well, I read a book which was not good for sleeping.
Oh, right.
I've read this thriller called Launch Order, and it was all about. Oh, it was a mystery thriller, thriller. Oh, man. A mystery thriller set in the 2000s about a near nuclear launch from a submarine from the 1980s, and then this cover up, and then the people are being murdered and things.
Oh, wow.
And they keep going through all these near misses for nuclear launches, which are true stories. And I was reading this thing, I could feel like the elephant sitting on my chest as I'm reading this book in bed, and then going, I do need to sleep tonight, but I need to keep reading.
I want to know how it ends.
Yeah. So that wasn't the best choice, but it was fascinating.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, but I made an important decision this week. A lot of our listeners wouldn't realize that I've been working a second job. It started off as a bit of a side gig, and it was fun, and it was stimulating, and then it started to get more serious. And then the business that I was contracting to, this was doing some contract writing, and I've got a background as being a writer. The business that I was contracting to sold, and the new management wasn't very good.
Right.
Had a few concerns there, and this week I called and said the answer's no. I'm not doing any more work, and I feel really good about it. And the big thing is that I now have time again to work back on my business. Lots of things that I've been putting off because I just haven't had the time or the brain space to do it.
Yeah.
And that included...
You told me the other week that you were spending basically 1.5 days a week doing this some weeks.
And well, even more than that, during surge periods where there was a lot of work on, I could finish up at 9 o'clock at night massaging, which I do 2 times a week. And then I'd turn my computer on and work until sort of 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It was not an ideal balance. What started out as fun became quite upsetting.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot on
the money was good.
Full-time work. Well, yeah, that does help.
Yeah, because there was money on top of what I was already doing, and I was kind of addicted. And given that we've just come through some rough winters and bookings have been a little bit flexible, it's been nice having that safety net and that top-up income, which just keeps things financially comfortable.
Yes.
So it was a real big decision to let go of that.
Yeah. Huge, really.
Yes, but our topic today, and this is a request from several of you. So if you wrote into us asking for this episode, thank you very much. This is a wrap-up of the Massage Myotherapy Conference 2024. Jackie and I attended in May. So it's just a few weeks ago. It was held in Tweed Heads, right on the border of Queensland and New South Wales, on the New South Wales side. We'd been talking it up for quite a few weeks, and we interviewed Anne and Selena, which aired just a few weeks ago. That was episode 54, talking about associations. But let's have a little chat and talk about our experience of the conference.
Lovely. We did have a great time.
Yes, we did.
It was so good.
Yeah. So I think before we get started, we just want to mention that while we are both members of Massage and Myotherapy Australia, as well as some other associations, this episode isn't sponsored by them or by any other association, nor do they know that we're making this episode. So surprise! Please don't sue us.
They would never. They wouldn't.
They just happen to be the largest massage-focused association in Australia.
Yeah.
And the conference was pretty cool.
It was. And And like, David, that was your first conference as well as mine,
Second.
right?
Second for me.
Second, yeah, sorry, I forget because you went to the Adelaide one here.
I did in 2022.
Which I didn't go to.
Yeah. Your conference experience started a good day before mine, didn't it?
It did, yeah. It did. I did the pre-conference workshop on the Friday with Paula Nutting, and it was all about MET, muscle energy technique.
Yes. What was it like learning with Paula?
She was so vibrant and enthusiastic and like just, I don't know, like vivacious, but really like so enthusiastic. And like, honestly, I think she would let you talk your ear off if you just really like, you know, got her on a good day. She would just be like, yes, let's chat about this. And
learning with Paula is like drinking from a hose and it's just been turned on full bore. Like the information and the knowledge just keeps on coming.
Yeah.
There's some teachers out there who are really careful about what they share. Yeah. Paula's not. She just gives you everything.
No, we got some stories about her own experiences with clients and things, and learning different things, and also if like a lot of people had questions, and she was just so great. She answered pretty much every question. Like, it was just really good, and it was a hands-on practical session, an all-day hands-on session that we were learning the actual, you know, how to do MET in a specific way. And so it was really good. And like also met some other wonderful people as well at a session. It was quite, I'm trying to remember how many people were there, but it was probably about 18, maybe, I think, David. Like, it was quite a big day for a lot of people. So
yeah, it was a full day too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. There was another presenter there as well, Bradley Neat. But, actually, we didn't talk to anyone who'd been in his class.
No, we didn't.
But usually there's a couple of workshops before the conference, so full day workshops.
I actually remember thinking I did want to do that workshop, David, but it sold out very quickly. It was very popular.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that Paula's wasn't. She is amazing, and the class did end up being full. But I think Bradley's topic was just like, oh, yes, and everybody just jumped on it really quickly.
And you can only choose one.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing.
Yep.
Can't be in two places at once.
Yeah. Well, I came to join you that evening because we had welcome drinks on the Friday night, which was put on by the Health Leader Co. That's Alicia, James, and Christine. And they put on a scavenger hunt where we had to go around and tick off this list of things from other people. So a real get to know you thing.
That was so crazy.
It was crazy. There was a dancing dinosaur at one point.
Yeah.
And we met heaps of listeners, like Maya from Townsville, and Domenico from the Blue Mountains. Hello to Maya and Domenico, amongst others, but I didn't write your names down. Sorry.
There were so many people, though, as well as catching up with people that like we talk to online all the time, you know, in the Facebook groups, but we never see.
Even from Adelaide.
Yeah,
where we're from.
Adelaide.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Yeah. We had a great time.
Yeah, so Saturday was when it already kicked off for reals, and the first session was with Jon Adams, a distinguished professor who's doing some research. I think he's got a background in sociology.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was talking about research, academic research for soft tissue work, and how science is hung up on this gold standard of double-blind studies. And then they'll bring in a researcher. They won't bring in a therapist. They'll bring in a researcher, and I'll press here for 20 seconds. What was the change? And it just completely devoids like the intuition of the therapist going, oh, maybe I'm 5 mil off. What if I just need to explore here a little bit further? So he was talking about how scientists pretend that ideas and intuition is just subjectivity, and that science and research has lost the humanity and the importance of the therapist's touch, the importance of the therapist's personality and trust, and all those sort of little humany things that contribute to really good outcomes in therapy. And that's why he is running quite a large research base to build some therapeutic knowledge and literature. And Massage Myotherapy Australia, as well as other associations, are part of this research network called PRACI, which you may have heard about, and why it's important for therapists to contribute to it.
I actually found his talk so interesting, David. Like, I'm not super science-based. Like, I tend to be quite intuitive and do well with broader information rather than really getting down into the details. But it was just such an amazing speech that he gave, and he talked about so many different things and how research is really important and how massage and research are really coming together. Like it's a thing that is really happening in the research world, that people are going, massage, I wonder about that, and what can we do? And yeah, it was just amazing to listen to him. Yeah. And it almost made me want to go out and do some research of my own.
I wanted to give him a hug and say thank you.
Oh my God, yes. Yes. He was so amazing, honestly. Yeah, it was really good.
A lot of physical therapies have a very strong research base, and there's a strong contribution by academia into the evidence base. And massage in Australia isn't usually taught in universities. And so that commitment to research and academia is really, really lacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's always been my understanding, David, and I could be incorrect about this, that a lot of the research with massage does come, it might be anecdotally, but it does come from sport. So, which leads into the next speaker.
Yes.
Which was Stuart Hinds, talking about high performance therapy. But that's always been my understanding, that a lot of research in massage and a lot of the development in massage and techniques, changes in how we do things, actually happens because of the leaps and bounds, literally, that sport has taken. And it's kind of brought massage along with it, which is just fascinating.
To jump into the Olympics again, and I was watching the boxing the other night, and in between bouts, like the boxer sits in his little chair and someone squirts water in his face and someone grabs his mouth guard, and the coach starts massaging his legs in the ring. Yeah. Or you see the swimmers with cupping marks on them, or the cyclists having their warm-up or warm-down massages directly after their races.
I noticed that as well with some of the gymnasts. We're watching the men's gymnastics only yesterday or the day before, and I noticed, the men getting their arms massaged after they've done the rings, which is insane to me that they can even do that, honestly.
Yeah. But Stuart's talk was fascinating. And he was talking about high performance therapy in the sporting environment, and he lent into his experience at the Geelong Football Club years and years ago, where massage therapists, they're only good for rubbing legs as far as the club was concerned. Massage therapists just give rub downs; they're not involved in any therapeutic.
That is such an 80s opinion to have. That's like 70s and 80s, isn't it?
It's still current. That's current.
Terrible, David.
Yeah. In my work with clubs, and you go and talk to the physio, they're like, "Oh yeah, you just do rub downs." No, we have a broad skills base that is not acknowledged by other professions, and a lot of this is like protection of your turf.
Yeah.
They might know something that I know, or if we need to shut them out, otherwise we'll be redundant. And we've had a few guests now talk about stop thinking about other therapists as competition. They're your colleagues.
Yeah.
And he made it as his mission to say, okay, well, I'm noticing this thing in players. So what's their training program looking like? What are they doing in their weights and their strength development? Okay, what does a physio have them doing? What does the exercise physiologist have them doing? What's the nutritionist doing? All right, okay, let's adapt the massage program around those things. But what I really took away from Stuart's thing is he said, you'll see all these massage therapists saying that they work in sport, and maybe they work with lots of different types of sports. They don't really have an interest in one particular one. The thing that you need to do, if you're serious about working with sport, go and watch the athlete. Go and watch the athlete train. Talk to their coach. Have good communication across all the people in their support team and get an understanding for what they're doing. And I'm like, yes, Stuart, preach it to me.
Didn't he give us an anecdote? I could be misremembering this. About how it was from watching the athlete do something completely random that he was able to help.
The weightlifter.
Yes.
Yes, at the Olympics.
Yeah, it was a really random thing, like not anything to do with their training, that he discovered from being around their support people and being around them through the day, and was able to go, hey, actually, I think this is what's affecting the performance and causing this injury.
Yeah, and you can do all the assessments under the sun, and like Dr. House says, everybody lies. Well, not everyone knows what truth you need to know, what is relevant. So you need to go and watch them to find out for yourself.
Yeah. I do not really I'm quite inspired at the moment because, as you said, the Olympics are on, David, but the truth is I'm not a sporty person whatsoever. I don't know about a lot of sports. I don't work with any athletes. I have a few people that run, but that's it. They don't run professionally. But I was so inspired listening to Stuart. Like, it was just, he's such an engaging speaker as well.
His character, isn't he?
Yeah, he just gives you so many stories about everything. Like, it's almost like you were there. It's so good.
And Stuart is running his retreat in September this year. Free plug for you, Stu.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, seriously, if you want to learn from Stuart, I would 100% be going on this retreat or checking out his inner workshop, inner circle. Why did I say workshop? It's inner circle membership.
Yep. Yeah. So we moved into a full day workshop after that, and we really should have talked to each other before we registered, just like our mobile phone plans that we talked about last week, because we ended up in the same workshops, so we couldn't cover everything. And we were in a workshop with Stephen Walters, who was talking about the up-on method for posture assessment. So Stephen is a massage therapist with 44 years of experience. And he lives just a few suburbs away from each of us.
I found that to be quite ironic. Like, he lives in Adelaide, lives and works here in Adelaide, and he's literally like 3 suburbs over from me, which is just like, God.
Yeah.
Isn't that the way life is?
Mm-hmm.
It was so funny. So Stephen talked to us a lot about meditation and yoga, and obviously the end goal of posture.
Yes.
But also different methods to find that stillness and access your subconscious.
Yeah.
And how all of that affects us.
Yeah. He talked a lot about the environmental impacts on our posture. So environment, not the seasons, although the hot and cold can affect our posture, but how our surrounds and our life in general. So whether it be the office-based environment or the heavy backpack or the shoulder bag that you carry or the car accident that you're in as a child or the life traumas that you've experienced all go on to play a large role in posture, and with substandard posture comes long term comes pain. So part of our jobs as the practitioner is unraveling, not solving those things. That's the job for a psychologist or counselor, but having an awareness of why the person has arrived in the place that they are, and working backwards from there.
Yeah, and we did some meditation as well, which was nice.
Yeah.
Took a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from there we rolled into dinner.
Delicious.
Yes, it was pretty good, and we sat with therapists we hadn't met or known before this conference, and I think one of the key things about attending any conference is the networking, and getting to know other people who are on a similar path to yourself, and forming that new collegiate relationship. But one of our past guests, Kelly Cunningham from Your Leasing Co. What's the lead singer of the band?
Well, she was there representing Your Leasing Co. in all of the stalls. So there was a whole area where everyone had a little booth, and you could go and buy some products or talk to different purveyors of goods related to massage. And Kelly was there with Your Leasing Co. And she's like, "Oh, I'll see you tonight, Jackie." And I was like, "Oh, you're going to dinner?" She's like, "No, I'm going to perform. I'm with the band." I was like, "What?"
I know.
She was so good. Oh my God, they were so good. Yeah.
She has insane levels of energy.
Yeah.
And we just mentioned Van Halen before. They were performing all 80s retro stuff, and it was incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really good. They're quite popular up and down the Gold Coast and Brisbane and that sort of stuff. Yeah, really quite popular. So I can't remember what the band was called though, David.
They were called that retro band.
Oh, how did I forget that?
Yeah. Doing 80s and 90s covers.
Yeah. They were really good. Yeah.
So if you're turning 40 this year, you might want to give Kelly a call, and she'll come and perform with her band at your party.
Oh, so much fun.
Or 50.
I kept hearing in the lead up to this, massage therapists, like, just get out there. Like, they, as a rule, like, as a group, they just get out there and they'll dance and they have a good time. And everyone's like, "You just wait, Jackie, you just wait." And I was like, "Well, okay, I believe you." But it was so funny to just watch. And was it Gary that gave us a warning at dinner? And he's like, "You are not allowed to start dancing until after, like, the food has been served.
Yeah.
Like, you are not allowed on the dance floor." And I just thought that was hilarious, but it was really indicative of how massage therapists just really love to let loose.
Yeah. And it was Ann Davies saying, we booked the room with the biggest dance floor, and we looked at it and went, "Yeah, it's not big enough."
It was quite amusing.
Yep.
And yeah, pretty much everybody was on the dance floor, like, after dinner, and some people got up, like, as soon as they were allowed.
Yep.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Yeah, so I went bowling with your husband instead.
You did. You did. You guys went bowling. Dad was like, "I'm not dancing. I'm out of here."
Someone will try and grab me, and then I'll have to do a Mr. Bean awkward dance.
Oh, it was so funny. I want to say, while we're talking about, I guess, the friendship between therapists, as you mentioned, you didn't do the pre-conference workshop, but I did. And I rocked up on Friday morning feeling a touch nervous. I didn't know if anyone I knew was going to be there. And I rocked up and I was by myself, and I was like, "Oh, what's happening? Where do I go? Do I know anyone? Do I just speak to people?" And in the beginning of the day, I didn't really talk to anyone. I sat next, we buddied up to do the hands-on workshop, but I didn't really know anyone, and I didn't know the person I was sitting next to. So I was very, like, feeling a little bit alone. But by the end of the weekend, like, I was talking to literally every single person. And I know you were too, David, like, especially on the Friday night, we were just chatting with everybody. And because we had to do the search and go around and actually, like, and it was an icebreaker to go and meet people and find out about people. It was so good. It was just a really good way to meet new people. And by the end of the conference, like, I felt like I had 10 new best friends.
Yeah. If you're feeling lonely and isolated in your business, whether it's a conference or whether it's just CPE organized, face-to-face CPE organized in your area, go along just so you can develop some new therapist friends.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely need to do that once in a while.
Yeah, there were a couple of groups. I know there was one from Victoria where the only time they catch up really is at the conference, but they communicate throughout the week with each other through social media, I guess. And then they see each other in real life at the conference, and they've got their conference crew.
That's right. Yeah. And Anne and Selena did mention that that's something that happens, that there are little groups of people that's all they do is they will catch up in person at the conference, and they're, they have their little group or couples or whatever, and they live in different states. So one might be in Western Australia, one might be in Queensland. So they don't actually see each other apart from conference. And they've been doing it for like 10 or 20 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Which was really cool. I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, what a day.
Yeah, it was a big day.
It was.
So Sunday opened with Brendan Cole. He was an athlete, a track and field athlete, and he suffered a pretty big injury. And it was in getting better from that injury that he developed his love for soft tissue work, and he went on to become a coach.
Well, you've skipped a bit, David, though. He actually trained with Stuart Hinds.
He did.
As well.
Yeah, he was a student of Stu.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, went on to learn about massage and eventually coach. And who did he coach?
He was a world-class bobsleigh coach of all things. And he was invited to that massive training camp in Germany and all sorts of things.
I could have listened to Brendan talk for days. He was, again, so engaging. He told us some stories about going to the Olympics. He actually showed us a little video from the Winter Olympics from his team that he was coaching.
Everything was about that runoff, that first, 10 seconds.
Yes. Yeah. He didn't care, not that he didn't care, but he didn't care what happened once they were in the bobsled.
Yep.
It's that beginning part that was so important. That's the bit that he was helping them with. Yeah, which was fascinating to learn, really.
Yeah. But his big message there he had a couple of themes. One was around the mindset of an injured athlete and how you've got to get onto things quickly. So the old days of, just rest, just give it some rest. No, we've got to get diagnosis. We need to get treatment, and we need to get back into training before they develop the mindset of, I've got an injury, because they change at that point. They'll lose their performance edge if they develop the mindset of, I'm injured. And
that's right. I'd forgotten that he talked about that, but you're right. And he was mentioning that it's basically it's within minutes of the injury happening. It's not you rest for a couple of days. It's within minutes. They are rehabbing that injury. Yeah.
Yep. Obviously, if you've snapped a leg, it'll be different.
Not if you have to go to hospital.
Yeah, this is the athlete who's broken down. But even like big injuries, they'll get them moving as soon as they can. You're not broken. You're set back a little bit, but you're not broken. You can't develop the mindset that you are broken.
Yeah.
Because that will then govern how you perform. But he echoed what Stuart was talking about in collaborating with all the health professionals, the physio, the EP, the nutritionist, the doctor, the coach, the trainer. But more importantly, involving the athlete in the decisions along the way. And it's like, yes, we've got to talk to the person who is most affected here.
Yes, so important. Yeah, I loved listening to Brendan talk, and he was so wonderful with all of us afterwards as well. Like, he stopped for pictures with everybody, and like was just the nicest person, and answered questions with everyone. And yeah, he was just so wonderful to talk to. But yeah, I do remember him saying specifically that after his injury, when he was an athlete, he kind of got a little bit, like, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but kind of a little bit felt abandoned. Like, there was, the injury was ongoing and he didn't get better for a long time.
Well, he was on a scholarship at the AIS. And if he wasn't able to perform, well, then he couldn't be an athlete, and he pretty much got dropped.
Yeah.
So when you're on that trajectory, that's your life ambition, and then something happens, and then suddenly you don't have that as ambition anymore. That kind of sucks and does rotten things to your brain.
Yeah. It was so fascinating hearing about things that happen in sport, because obviously I don't work in that field. But hearing about how they basically, if you feel like you've, strained a muscle or done something, like, they are onto it immediately. Like, that was just the biggest takeaway for me.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. And yeah, I think we should maybe try and find somebody that works in this field, David.
We might even approach Brendan.
Yes, I think he would. I think he would.
Yeah. But how many of your own clients say that right, they've had pain, they've had it for a while, they thought that just by resting it would go away? And look, I'm even guilty of that myself. I'll just give it a rest and things will get better.
Yeah.
And for mild things, when you're 20 years old, that's probably true, but certainly as you get older, early intervention is key.
I don't know if this is the same thing, but I have had clients say to me before, I was in a car accident and I've had this injury. I say, okay, so when was the accident? They'll say, 1991. Okay. Or they'll say, I broke my leg. Okay, so how long ago? Like last year, year before? Oh no, 20 years ago. Okay. And it's fully healed, but there is a massive mental component.
Oh, the body remembers things.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. You let the leg itself is healed. What else is happening? Yeah. So interesting.
Yeah, well, it is a bit of a segue, but if you're looking for a book to read, I think it's Jesse Vander Koch. Anyway, it's a book called The Body Keeps the Score.
Yes.
Yes, very interesting. All about those sort of things, historical things which creep up and creep into life and then affect us long term.
It's Bessel van der Kolk. And there is another one that's similar by another person that I have seen around, but I can't remember what that one is.
Peter Levine has done some work around that area as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Waking the Tiger. There was a trade hall at the conference with exhibitors. The exhibitors there, they support the conference to go ahead. So if you are at a conference, it's really important to go and meet the trade exhibitors, because they're an important part of these events going ahead. And so there were representatives there from Aon Insurance, HR for Health Leaders, hello Narelle, COSBOA and the Cyber Wardens program, Pregnancy Massage Australia, hello to Catherine, Dave Sheehan and the Complementary Health Seminars Myofascial Cupping, and Bruce Stark from Orthobionomy, And there was some people with their products like Kelly and Nicole from Abundance Unlimited and Cluesy Enterprises and Firm and Fold were there. Yeah, so quite a number of people there who support the conference to go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, there were. And like honestly, it's worth going to check out because you can actually pick up some freebies.
Yes.
And you can find some new things. Like honestly, people give out pens a lot at that sort of stuff, which I love. I love a really good pen. Who doesn't though?
Yeah, don't cheap out on a pen either.
Get the good ones.
Yeah.
But you can find, like, there was 3, I think, people there with different kinds of balms, essential oils, different things, for massage. Firm and Fold had a few products there as well that you could actually purchase on the day. So you can pick things up. And Pregnancy Massage Australia had a couple of items for sale as well. They do some essential oil blends. And yeah, so like it's not just, they're going to try and sell me stuff. Like they're not. They are having a great time as well.
Yeah, they're all just chatting with people.
Yeah, they're like,
if you want to buy something, then you can.
Yeah, like where are you from? What do you do? And who are your clients? And yeah, like it's just a like meeting new family almost. So yeah, definitely say hi to people in the trade hall because they want to just chat with you and see if they can help you. And yeah.
Food was pretty good.
The food was amazing. I was so surprised that it was as good as it was. It was amazing. Yeah, I loved it.
So before we talk about what we did next on that Sunday, where is the next conference going to be, Jackie?
It's in Perth in Western Australia. It's next May. They haven't really released any specific details yet, I don't think. But you can head over to massagemyotherapy.com.au to have a look for more information. If you're already a member, you probably receive emails from them. They have popped some info in one of the emails that came out this week, I'm pretty sure I saw. So yeah. Was really good.
Yeah. So let's talk about the short presentations that we sat in on, because I think we had the same reaction, and that was nearly crying.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So we have a wonderful, lovely human being here in South Australia again. Called Andrea Pluck, and she is amazing. She had done a case study. She's actually done several case studies now.
And head and face cancer.
She works with the lymphatic system, David.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of her clients had I think it's called a glossectomy. So that's tongue removal.
Yes.
And that's from part of his cancer treatment. And so if you have a tongue, like you cannot talk, it's so hard to communicate.
Or eat.
Eating is a problem. Andrea also mentioned to me as well, as I caught up with her recently, that a lot of people have, like if you have any sort of head, neck, throat cancer, you can have quite significant injuries that make you become like so depressed and like, it's very horrible. But her case study that she did was on I think he was in his 60s, this fellow, who had the glossectomy done, and they had amazing treatment with him over several weeks or months.
Yeah.
And great results.
So Andrea had formed relationships with a professor at Flinders Hospital here in South Australia. So she had direct access into the cancer wing and the lymphatics wing, and this professor does work specifically around lymphedema. So she had formed relationship and credibility, and up until COVID was allowed to treat on the wing, and post-COVID and hospitals controlled who could go in and out, that came to an end. But she had access for case studies to very specific clients, and Andrea developed a new technique using a machine which only came out to Australia not that long ago. It's a version of TENS, and I think we'll bring Andrea onto the show to talk about this more. But she talked about how she was able to adapt the use of this technology to the principles of lymphatic drainage, and with the help of this professor, that inject dye into people in their hands.
Yeah.
And then and it was very superficial, and they could push the dye through the lymphatic system using these techniques and this technology and watch exactly where it would go. I'm like, wow, this is amazing stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's how they actually can map the lymphatic system. You can actually map where your lymph fluid is going by the same way, David, which is like fascinating.
Yeah.
So interesting. Yeah. And yes, we were both almost in tears, because you could tell just how much this work means to her. Like, she works a lot with people that have had head and neck cancers, many clients in that situation, and so I just don't even have words. It's just amazing, some of the stuff that she's doing.
The case study that she talked about, the person his life was so affected, and it wasn't just swelling, but the scarring was pulling his head to one side as well. He couldn't talk. They'd reconstructed a semblance of a tongue for him using some thigh muscle, but he was near suicidal, or probably was not probably near, but was suicidal. And so this work that they documented in the case study was life changing. It wasn't just feel good massage as we're often portrayed as by other people, and even by our own industry. This is life changing work. Yeah,
definitely. And Andrea is published. I can't remember if she said she's only got one case study published or if it's now 2. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check.
Well, she's about to be published in a medical journal.
Yeah.
And that's big news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Like, this is really, we were talking before about research and massage. Like, this is coming along in lymphatics. There's so much happening. And again, this field is something that is really growing. Like, a lot of stuff is happening, and people are really starting to see, I've got lymphedema, or I've had cancer, I've got this happening, I've got that happening. Like, I want to do something with my health. And people are really starting to see lymphatic massage as something that can be very, very helpful. Yeah.
So Massage and Myotherapy Australia supports one or 2 case studies per year from its membership. And I know that ATMS, the Australian Traditional Medicine Society, also supports case studies and scholarships for research. So if you've got a passion about something, talk to your association, because you could be part of this new information which is informing and shaping our industry.
Yeah. And after conference, like, I went home, David, and I was like, oh my God, can I do something? And then I promptly forgot about it because I got sick and life caught up with me. But honestly, it was so inspirational, all of this information coming at me from people working in the field, whether it's sports medicine or whatever. But it was just, I was inspired.
Yes. So after Andrea's presentation, so before morning tea, we heard from Paul Averill and Charlotte Keane about the
changes
to the
Massage and Myotherapy Association,
the certified practitioner course.
So they have now rebranded. They've changed the logo, and they've also made some changes to the actual certification process as well.
And the name.
Well,
there's a bit of a to-do around being called a specialist. So it's now a certified practitioner rather than a certified specialist.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we got to hear a little little talk about that, which was really good, actually. And they explained the process of how you do, XYZ, which I didn't really know about before that. So that was actually quite interesting to learn about that as well.
Yeah. It's not just limited to Massage and Myotherapy Australia members either. Certification is open to anyone, any professional massage therapist in Australia.
Well, the goal is to get every massage therapist certified, because that means that you're subscribing to a basic, these are the basic policies
and procedures and things that you should be doing anyway, and things that you should have in place anyway. It gives you the support framework to actually get those things done. And if you are working by yourself and think writing a policy manual it's just not high enough on the to-do list, because you're stuck doing the things that bring you your ability to put food on the table. And you've got skills as a massage therapist, not necessarily in love with writing policy like I might be. They give you the tools to actually just get it done. Like, we will make it easy for you. You need these policies. You require them by law. Let us help you do it.
The word I was looking for was standard. So everybody has the same standard then.
Yes. Yes. And it will the intention is that it will set us apart from the dodgy practices out there. The hope that it'll be a nationally recognised symbol, like you would see in some other professions, like a CA, for example, in accounting. This person just doesn't have a degree. They meet the standards of this board. Because massage is unregistered in Australia. The title is not protected. Anybody can call themselves a massage therapist. We can see that there are dodgy people out there. And how do you stand out from that? It's more than just reputation for the industry. It's being compliant.
Well, that is a really interesting question, isn't it, David? That everyone sort of ponders now and again. How do you stand out as a massage therapist from A, all of the other massage therapists, but B, the people that are dodgy, for want of a better word?
Yeah.
So, that was quite interesting.
Yeah. So we spoke to Anne Davies and Selena Hagen after that. You can listen to our interview in episode 54 around the importance and the roles and responsibilities of associations.
That was actually such a great interview. I learnt so much about what the association does. Like, I know everybody kind of is like, associations, they only process the provider numbers and they just take your money. But that is absolute rubbish. They do so much. I learned a lot from that interview, and I think you and I didn't really even say much in that interview, David.
We didn't need to,
because both Anne and Selena were like, "Oh, well, this is happening, that's happening. We did this last year." Like, they just listed off about 50 things. It was insane.
Yep.
Yeah. I recommend go and listen to that.
If you think that your association does nothing, it's just because you want to believe that.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, they do a lot. They do a lot in the background.
Yep.
And Massage and Myotherapy Australia have, I think it's between 8,000 and 9,000 members. So it's quite a big organisation. Like, there's a lot that goes into keeping everybody happy as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we rolled into a workshop with Stuart Hinds around treating frozen shoulder.
Yeah, that was so interesting. I loved watching that. That was really good. And Stuart actually did the frozen shoulder protocol on a person who was also at the conference. We had a volunteer who, I think she was also from Adelaide.
Rowena.
Yeah.
Yep.
So thank you so much, Rowena, for being the body on the table. That was just so good to see him actually do the frozen shoulder protocol on the day. It was really cool.
Yeah. And Stu got a bit teary as well, talking about some of the people he'd worked with.
Yeah. Oh, it was so sweet. And I think this is just really indicative of us as a group of people. Like, we just love our clients and we just want them to be happy and healthy. Like, yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
We had so much fun.
Yeah, so we finished our conference off with dinner with part of the conference crew from Melbourne.
That's right. They were from Melbourne, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was so good. We had I can't even, like, the food was amazing.
It was pretty good.
We went to a Chinese restaurant, and we ordered so much, like we ordered too much.
It was
It was
pretty good.
delicious. There wasn't much left though, I have to say.
There was not.
We ate most of it. Yeah.
Mm.
It was really delicious. And then we all flew home the next day. So
We did. Yeah. So if you are thinking about whether you want to go to a conference or not, so Jackie, would you go again?
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm kind of annoyed. And I think I said this to you at the time. I was kind of annoyed that I'd waited so long to go because I chose not to go to the conference in Adelaide, which was
2022.
2022, because I wasn't super interested in the presenters and the topics. And I thought, no, it'll just be a waste of my time, so I won't go. But now I kind of wish that I had, because I feel like I probably would have learnt a lot anyway. And it was down the road from me, really.
Yep.
So anyway, live and learn.
Yes.
I would recommend to go to one at least maybe once every 4 or 5 years.
If you're not a member of Massage and Myotherapy Australia, I hope that you are a member of an association. And maybe you live in the US or the UK. I hope that you are a member of an association. Go and check out their conference. Go and meet some new therapists, mingle, learn some new things, and I hope that you can be as inspired as we were from those short few days together.
Yeah. I would also suggest that it might be a thing. I'm pretty sure that you can attend, particularly the Massage and Myotherapy Conference. You can attend that as a guest. You don't have to be an actual member as well.
Yeah, that's true of most conferences. If you're a member, it's one price. If you're not a member, it will be a different price.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's worth becoming a member just to get the lower cost.
It may be, yeah. So, but definitely, like, catching up with people that work in your field, learning about things that you are interested in, even if you don't put those things into practice. Like, I learned a lot about sport. I'm not going to action any of that stuff because I don't play sport or work with sporty clients, but it was just really good to be inspired and feel invigorated about my business again and what I do, and hear all these wonderful stories from other therapists and feel validated as a therapist that I'm doing good in the world and helping people, and you know, that my skills have value, because I'm sure a lot of people listening, especially if you work alone a lot of the time or don't work with very many people, you can feel really isolated, and you sometimes get into your own headspace and go, I kind of feel like I suck. Like, what is happening?
Yeah. And
to be around all those other people that are so excited about massage just the way that you are, it's really wonderful.
We're going to wrap things up, Jackie.
Yes. I'm sorry for my little rant there, but
I have loved reflecting on the conference. One of the things that forced me to do was to pull out the notes that I took and reread those notes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm getting value for money here.
Well, that's true. Yeah, like take notes. Take notes. Take lots of photos. Yeah, absorb all the information. Become a sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then catch up with people that also went to the conference as well afterwards. If you can, like if you're able to. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. If you like what we are doing here on the Folding Towels podcast, perhaps you might like to think about throwing a couple of dollars our way and buy us a coffee. You can find the link to that in the show notes. $2 or $3 will make a big difference to what we're doing. And again, if you are liking what we do, please hit the subscribe button in your favorite podcasting app. If you are listening on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, please consider giving us a rating and or a review. It helps us to be found by others and gives us a little bit of a tickly feel-good moment as well.
It does. And look, we love getting your feedback and hearing your stories about how you have enjoyed every episode. So thank you so much for those wonderful stories and messages that we get. We really appreciate them.
This was a member-requested episode as well, not a member, and a listener-requested episode. So if you have some ideas or things that you'd love us to talk about, please head to our website, send us an email. There is a little contact form there, and we will read it, and within a few weeks, probably be on the air.
We do read everything you send us, so yes, it will get read. Thanks so much, David, for chatting again.
It's been fun, Jackie.
A little trip down memory lane. I'll see you next week.
See you, Jackie.
Bye.